Welcome back to I Like Your Review. This is Sal. Today's video is going to cover hunting boots. So, just so you know, I personally have fat feet. Very hard for me to find boots that fit. So just for reference, I use Red Wind's size 10 Triple E steel toes for work. And a gym shoe, I have a Under Armour size 10 Double E. It's the best gym shoe that fits my foot personally that I could find. So for brands, I have Meindl's, Hanwag, Canadian Tire Special, and Catatrack Mountain Extreme. So I'll start with Meindl's. This boot was my first high-end boot I bought. I went there looking for a Loa boot and tried that on, even sized up. The toe box was too narrow for my foot, and then I tried these on, and these are size 10 and they fit me perfectly. I have a nice generous foot box here, all leather, Gore-Tex liner. It's 400 gram insulation. It was middle of the road price, not too expensive, not too cheap. Good shoelaces, nice leather material. When it comes to boots, don't look at the brand. You almost have to put on your blindfold and try your boots on, walk around, see which one actually feels better and doesn't look better. So this is a perfect example. Meindl Cabela Special. I used it late season. My feet run hot, so I won't be able to use this year round. Mostly mid to late season. It's very comfortable, waterproof, no issues there. All leather. So I prefer all leather boots. I wanted to try synthetic or partially synthetic with a Hanwag, but I don't know. I think I just like taking care of the leather. I understand it's not the same as synthetic, they'll swell or whatever, but I don't mind it. It's just what I'm used to. So, good option if you have fat feet. And Cabela's Meindl's. They have a very good generous toe box. Moving on to the Hanwag. So I wanted to test out Hanwag boots. I got it from Go Hunt. I used their foot sizing guide, which is actually pretty good. A lot of people size up, so I sized up to a 10. And I had to put in a lot of effort to make this toe box fit my foot. So when I first tried it on, I was like, God damn, it didn't fit. And I felt pressure on my big toe, pressure on my pinky toe, pressure on my uppers foot. I was like, this ain't gonna work. And then I started researching how to, foot fit boots. So I have a few options I can show you now that I use. So if you buy a pair of boots that don't fit, this is a good option. It's a foot fitter. I bought it from Amazon. As you see, this is the one for hiking boots. There's ones for other shoes, so make sure it actually bends up like that so you get it in your boot. All you do is you spin this. This is a hardwood, and then you can see you just spread this out. So it has a very good range of motion here. Very well made. They have options for bunions, I guess. That's what that's for. I use that just to blow out where my big toe, my pinky toe are. I'll just show you how that works here. So I need this boot here. So you retract it all the way, you push it in. So as you see, it goes right into the boot there. And I'll show you this way. You just start twisting it out. You actually see, I'm starting to feel pressure. And you want to go until you get quite a bit of pressure and then a couple turns. So I can actually hear it stretch. You can see it. See the difference there. So I use this on this boot for a couple days. You may want to just use it for a couple hours or overnight. But I wanted to make sure I got stretched. I did it on my days off, went to work, came back. That's pretty amazing. So that's an option if you find your boots aren't fitting you. And there's another one here that you can get from Amazon as well. They're both called Foot Fitter. So you see you put this circle where you feel the pressure and pinch that down, tighten that up. And you can see all it does is blows out inside that circle. So this is a good option. It works very well if you're only feeling like little pressure on hot spots. But if your whole toe box is too tight, this will take forever. I would go and do this guy. I think this was like 120 bucks, and they're about the same price. But if your whole boot's getting too tight, use this guy. It'll just stretch out the whole boot evenly. That one is good for hot spots, stuff like that. So nothing against Hanwag. They make a very excellent boot. You can feel the craftsmanship. I just really wish they made wider boots for people with fat feet. After doing this, it feels like I've broken in this boot and hiked quite a bit. Just feels better. And I still feel a little bit of tension, but it fits it's manageable now. So I'm going to be hiking with this and trying to stretch it out naturally over time. Super lightweight, very nice, interesting sole pattern there, 3D. Try to cut down the weight with that. Very good traction. It's half leather and half synthetic, so the top of the boot is bendy. So as you see the difference with a leather one here, same type of deal, but not as flexible. So this is very good. If you tighten down your boots really tight, you're not going to have that red ring around your leg as you might deal with some of the other brands. I really like the fit and feel of it. After stretching it out quite a bit, putting a lot of time and effort making it fit my foot, it's going to be an excellent boot to use for sure. Moving on to, this is my first winter boot that I bought. It's from Canadian Tire. I don't even know how to say the name of that. It's right there. This was a couple $100. Super lightweight, super waterproof. It's 1,200 gram insulation. Just super lightweight. It doesn't even feel like it's probably half the weight of this boot. So nothing special. The grip, the sole doesn't look like it's that grippy. I walked through snow, ice, slush up to here all day in minus 10 degrees Celsius. No issues. Not even just wearing regular socks. Definitely good option. It's not going to break the bank. It's good for late season. Synthetic, very well made. Good choice for a cheap later season boot. That size 10 is a good wide foot box, so that fits me very well. Moving on to my favorite boots that I have. This is a Catatrack Mountain Extreme wide. So, story behind this, I was doing some research, and Catatrack in BC, they have a distributor, and I called them up by accident like 11 o'clock at night, and somebody answered, which was amazing. I don't know why they were still there, but it was pretty cool that they answered. So I gave them the dimensions of my foot. What I did is I marked a piece of plywood at the end of or a piece of cardboard at the end of my day, measured out the widest part of my foot, the full length, the widest, the longest foot, stuff like that, sent a picture of that to them. They came back with 9.5 wide. I was like, are you sure? I normally buy 10s. He's like, no, if you want longer boots, you could go with the 10, but I went with the 9.5 wide. This fits perfectly. No hot spots. It's all leather. They're a proprietary sole. Very good traction. I walked in snow, ice, mud. With other boots that I would have slipped in, this works very well. As you see, it's worn out a little bit. Drag my heel. I hear horror stories of people with Catatracks or their heel getting chewed up. I haven't had that happen to me. So this is a very expensive boot. It's leather. I really like it. I'm going to send it away for repairs shortly, maybe after this hunting season, and use some other boots to cover. But I've walked through creeks, creeks, rivers, and it's not rivers, but with this and gators, ran across that as fast as I can, and then had to walk through a swamp back to camp, and the swamp came up to about there. No issues. It was everything else. It didn't soak through. So leather boots can be waterproof. You have to take care of them. Be careful when you dry them. I don't dry them near a fire. I hear stories about delaminated. But take care of the boots and they'll take care of you. Catatrack is an awesome boot. I really like them. They're the only top manufacturers that actually make a wide boot for fat feet. So good option if you have wide feet. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, give me a shout. Yeah, so if you have wide feet, just to recap, best boots that fit me is Catatrack Mountain Extremes, wide, and Cabela Meindls. They have really good generous toe boxes, and the Meindls I sized up. Catatracks I went with my original 9.5. That's what my feet are. So another thing just to go over again, I use number 10 Redwind steel toe triple E boot. I went triple E with that just to give me a couple extra, like a little space on my pinky toe. Gym shoes, I wear Under Armour size 10 double E. So you can see it is a wide foot box, and these are the boots I use that fit my feet perfectly. Don't cheap out on your boots. This is one thing that you want to spend a lot of your money on. So don't buy it because of the brand, buy it because it fits right. So you almost have to put on blindfolds and try them on. Just pick the one that feels the best, that fits your foot. Take care of them and they'll take care of you. And thank you for watching.